especially from the ghetto people. I've been introduced, so I won't reintroduce myself, but I'll say I'm honored to be with you in a different way, ladies and gentlemen. It's not the first time I'm coming to California. I've been coming to California quite a couple of times, but today is different. I come to you both as an artist, because I'm an artist, as a fellow Ugandan, as your friend, or as somebody, for those who are we are not friends yet, who seeks to be your friend. But most importantly, I come to you because it's important for us to come together and share moments like this. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't come to you as an expert, because I'm not. I don't come to you as an elder, because I'm not. But I come to you as somebody who comes face to face with responsibility back home. We've always met, and yes, after this meeting, we're going to have another fun-filled meeting, which I would be looking forward to much more than this one. But why is this meeting so important, ladies and gentlemen? I've met Ugandans in Boston and Ugandans in Washington, and I'm meeting you this evening as well to explain the importance of this meeting. Why do I think it's important for us to meet, ladies and gentlemen? I think it's important for us to meet because, first and foremost, we are all Ugandans. Yes, I noticed there might be some friends here who are not Ugandans, but I believe they're here because they wish our country well. We are Ugandans, but you guys in the diaspora are not any regular Ugandans. It's important for us to meet up because you people who live in the first world have a certain kind of exposure that is not common with our people back home. You have lived and worked in countries that are well governed, and you see the difference. Not because this country is so naturally endowed with natural resources and a special kind of climate that we don't have, no, but it is the way it is, and we all find ourselves running to this country or countries like this and wanting to stay here because we are 21st century people. We are not any different from the Americans. But I believe that many of us find ourselves in a situation where who we are is not where we are. So I thought it's very important for us to meet, ladies and gentlemen, because yes, few as you might look at yourselves today, I believe you have so much influence back home, living alone the taxes that you pay, living alone the number of people that you employ or influence. But because if we decide to put this knowledge together and put it to use as Ugandans, it might benefit us. Not actually might, it will benefit us. I must make it clear that I'm not addressing you regarding your political affiliations, regarding your tribe, regarding your age or your background. No, I'm talking to you as a Ugandan. These very things I'm saying, I've been talking about for quite some years through my music, and my reason for going into leadership, or what I hate to call politics, because we had to move from just talking about it to actually doing something about it. So ladies and gentlemen, I come to you in that angle, and I request that we come together, first of all, psychologically. We first put our differences aside, because yes, if we thought the same, then we would be damn fools. I believe we have different approaches to life, but regardless of where we belong politically, socially, or religiously, I believe that we all want a better country. I believe we all have a dream to have Uganda as nice as this. When a Nigerian writer, Chinua Achebe, was confronted with the same question, I tend to get inspiration from artists, because for a long time I was an ordinary artist, but I realized that we as artists wield a lot of influence especially with the people that we perform to, that if we see that we've been able to influence people, especially the young men and women, to behave like we behave, talk like we talk, and conduct their lives the way they get inspired from us, then I guess we could also influence them to think positively and proactively for their country. Like I was saying, when Chinua Achebe was confronted with the same problem, with the same question, what is the problem with Nigeria, back in the 80s, his answer was brief. He said there's no problem with Nigeria, the Nigerian water, or the rivers or lakes. There's no problem with Nigerian people, but it's the leadership. The problem of Nigeria was squarely a leadership problem. Ladies and gentlemen, in our days, we find ourselves in the same dilemma. Yes, we know that our home is not what we want it to be. We are people with 21st century mindsets, but we live in a country that even the US president recently described as a, that nasty word. That is not who we are, ladies and gentlemen. Uganda is not a shithole. No, it is not. Uganda is a beautiful country. But the way we are governed is what is causing all that embarrassment, that sometimes when one moves, one is tempted to shy away from the identity of being a Ugandan, because we know that they tend to associate us with all those stereotypes that we are actually not. So what is the problem with Uganda? I think in the same way Chinua Achebe dealt with it in the 80s, is exactly the same way it is. There's nothing wrong with the people of Uganda, no. There's nothing wrong with our water or our soil or our climate, no. Our problem is a leadership problem. And I'm not suggesting that I have all the answers to it, but because I tend to share a mindset with so many people, ladies and gentlemen, as you all notice that the biggest portion of our population is a young population. We are over 85% under the age of 35. So we are talking about more than 30 million Ugandans that are younger than me. If I'm ignorant, they are as ignorant or more ignorant than I am. If I am lost, they are as lost or even more lost than I am. But again, we cannot just cry about it, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that if we bring our hearts and heads together and think positively for our country, then we can have a better platform to disagree on when we have a functioning country. So, having talked about our challenges, the fundamental question comes to us: what can we do? I cannot say I have the answer to this. Maybe that is why I sought the opportunity to interact with you, brothers and sisters, so we can suggest possible solutions, because solutions are going to come from among us. But in my opinion, I think that it all begins by all of us owning it up. I've met a few young men and women who actually have gotten so excited. Some of them tend to look at me as a solution. I am not the solution, but we are the solution as us. Our biggest problem, in my opinion, and I stand to be guided, is that we've always looked at individuals as solutions. Since Independence Day, one leader pops up and we look at him as a solution. And yes, because Uganda, in my opinion, I'll always try to go by the precedent of Major Musisi, that he owns his words. I want to own my words, and I want to be held accountable for them. In my opinion, a small group of people is holding our nation captive. Uganda does not seem to belong to all Ugandans. So, until we involve ourselves, we are not going to be involved. we must not leave this responsibility to somebody. We must not see this new leader or this new activist or this new politician rising up and we relax, hoping that all is sorted through that one individual. It is not. You know as well as I know that many people have come out saying the same things that I say. I'm not the first, and most certainly I'm not the last. Many young men and women out there are more articulate than me, but maybe because I was blessed with a rare opportunity through my music and art to be listened to by many people, especially the young people, then many people tend to make a mistake to leave it just to me. I am as eliminatable as anybody else. So I will request that we don't rally upon an individual, not upon any politician, and not even upon me myself. But we should rally upon an idea, which idea is complete freedom, complete democracy, complete equality, and complete justice. If we have that, then we shall be rallying onto an idea that cannot be crushed by imprisoning or eliminating one person, but an idea that will carry itself on and on and on. With those few words, ladies and gentlemen.
Can I say something? He's my brother. No, not my brother, but he's my brother. So
thank you.
I really, thank you very much.